Hello everyone and welcome to this new Warcraft video. This time I'm gonna speak about Torghast, the Tower of the Damned. This new feature that we're gonna have in Shadowlands. Yes, it's a new feature for Shadowlands, but it's not entirely new genre. It's more like something that you pick for the roguelike game. It's a roguelike experience. But you might ask, what is a roguelike experience? Well, if you play another Blizzard games, you can have the example of Diablo games. That is a roguelike experience, playing Diablo in hardcore mode. That is for Diablo 1 and for Diablo 2. For Diablo 3, not that much. Another games that have that kind of experience for Blizzard are the Hearthstone. Hearthstone is a very good one example that when you have the solo adventure where you're gonna make a deck, and every time you defeat a boss, you gain something, a reward that's gonna change the whole playthrough. That is interesting. Why? Because that is exactly what is Torghast. It's adventure roguelike experience that you die, you get out. You need to start over again. But every time you complete a floor, because Torghast is a tower, it's the tower we see in the cinematic, is different floors. In every floor you're gonna fight probably some bosses, some mods, and every mod, this is the kicker, is gonna be different every time, like the another examples of roguelike experience that Blizzard delivered before. But what another thing we're gonna have here? Well, we're gonna have this experience every time we're gonna get some reward that's gonna shape the playthrough. The monster is gonna be different, the boss is gonna be different, and these extra boons or skills or abilities gonna be different. And that is important because that's gonna make the replayability amazing. You can replay this a lot of time. For people that feel, okay, but World of Warcraft is not that kind of game, they remember the RPG aspect of the game. Now, let's jump into the elephant of the room. Why I gonna go to Torghast in first place? Well, yeah, the experience is good, having the roguelike experience, but what is the end reward we're gonna get from this experience? Well, simple. The Torghast experience is gonna give us the materials and regions to make our legendaries, because in the Shadowlands expansion we're gonna make legendary sirs and ladies. The legendary is gonna be crafted. For now, I don't have idea where and how is we're gonna make those crafting legendary, but we know for sure is we're gonna craft. And we're gonna have some regions, and those regions they say time by time that is gonna be found in Torghast. Majorly, I hope. A reward you're gonna have for endgame, that means is gonna continue be playing through the experience even in the endgame in every patch we're gonna have in the Torghast Tower of the Damned, because the replayability is not gonna be the same every time. Yeah, we're gonna get the reward to make an awesome legendary. You might ask, but that is looking like Diablo. No, that is looking like classic. Because in World of Warcraft Classic, if you were a blacksmith, you can make the sulfur and hammer. The way that works is for making the sulfur hammer, you need to have some regions that you make in the blacksmith, and you need a drop from Ragnaros himself to make the full sulfurous legendary hammer. It's not like you're gonna get the hammer because you do molten core, but because you do molten core and have crafting the another material is the sulfur and hammer. As I remember, you need to make that hammer and make him with the ore of sulfur. I don't remember right now that part. But you combine those two items, one is a drop, another is a crafting item, and you make your legendary weapon. Now let's speak about the legendaries in Shadowlands. They explain the legendaries in Shadowlands is gonna work like Legion, but the drop, you say, is good. You're gonna make your legendaries, and the affects. Is this very different from Legion in that regard? Why? Because they say these regions that we're gonna looking in the world, Torghast, For example, we get an orb that gives more damage or extra damage in dodge, or when we cast Fire Blast, the next spell in the 2 next seconds is gonna be a critical strike. Whatever. It's just an example. I don't even think that. But it's an example of the legendary effects. There are gonna be different regions that are gonna give us different effects. That is the idea behind the legendary system in this time regard. And the other aspect is the drop rate. Is you're gonna making, you're gonna crafting, you're gonna have a tiny investment, and over time you're gonna get your legendary, you're gonna work through that legendary. But in the Legion case, we for ourselves get the legendaries, we have a problem. They are random drops, and most of the time we don't get the legendary we want. That is different. They making legendaries go while you're gonna craft them. That is the best way. You can manage legendaries in any game RPG multiplayer online. It's the best idea, it's the best working around. That is wrap up for what I'm gonna say about Torghast, because the procedural system is more like the island expedition but in floors, and the monster variation is gonna be an evolution of that system for the Torghast. In the Torghast, it's more refined version that have some reward, they are more tied to the game and have some affix and bonus that you can mix together. Yeah, basically it's that amazing adventure we're gonna have, because this is what the game needs. You can do Torghast as yourself, you're by yourself, or you can do it with your friends. If you have only one friend, no problem. The two of you can do it. You don't need to looking for another people. You can do it until maximum of extra 4 players, a full party, I think. Yeah, basically it's that. Is you don't have all your friends together, or the moment you wanna got the room, just simply do it by yourself. It's gonna be fine. This open opportunity for the streamers and the YouTubers too, because there's gonna be another content you can do that is not that boring. It's not gonna be repetitive. It's gonna be have some dynamics. For sure, I'm gonna make content about that. That is Torghast. We need the feedback of everyone here. Why? Because they're testing how Torghast is gonna work, and the reward and the items gonna work in Shadowlands. Patch 8.3 is gonna determine item systems gonna work in Shadowlands. What I try to say is simple. They adding a socket, they adding a different source that's gonna give us corruption and a system of corruption that's gonna replace the Titan Forge and the Warforge system. Is the feedback is there, they're gonna improve over those systems. It's not feedback, they can't improve anything. For that reason, we need everyone to feedback in the next patch. Feedback in the live version and in the PTR version. Just feedback what you think about the game, what you think about the item reward you get it. Yeah, basically it's that. To closing this video, because it's getting the right amount of time. Yes, for sure. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have more content right away into the channel. Now I play in the Warcraft 3 Reforged beta, and I'm gonna continue making videos about that, and even making videos about the programming, jazzing, design, game design on Jazz and Warcraft 3 engine. And Battlegrounds. Yes, Battleground, but the Hearthstone version. Battlegrounds have probably the solo adventures too. For a long time, I want to make more Hearthstone videos because they're very nice games to play. And yeah, that is what is wrapping this video very quickly. I speak a lot of stuff very quickly. But to summarize, the Torghast is a very roguelike experience. I hope that is delivered in the way it's intended. We're gonna get there, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. I hope you enjoy it, and see you the next time. Bye bye. The Necrolords that represent the might and the warlords, the military part of the Shadowlands, the Venture Armor, the Punisher. They punish people. They have some different mechanics. Every covenant have, like I said before, meant